When it comes to U.S. coins that stand out for both history and value, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is one that continues to attract attention from collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts. This coin marked the first time in American history that a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, a trailblazer for women's rights, was honored on circulating U.S. coinage. Released in 1979, this dollar was meant to replace the larger Eisenhower dollar, but what truly sets it apart today is not just its design and symbolism, but also its potential worth in the collector's market. While most of these coins trade for a modest value, certain rare varieties and pristine conditions have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, making it a fascinating coin to study and collect. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced as a way to create a more convenient coin for commerce. The Eisenhower dollar, while popular with collectors, was simply too large and heavy for everyday use. So in 1979, the U.S. Mint decided to shrink the size of the dollar coin to roughly that of a quarter. While this was innovative, it also led to confusion. Many people mistook the new dollar for a quarter in circulation, especially since the coin shared a similar size and color. This contributed to the coin's limited popularity in everyday transactions, but ironically, it boosted its collectability over time. Now, let's talk about why collectors are so fascinated by the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar today. The answer lies in its varieties, errors, and the incredible values that certain examples can fetch in auctions. First off, there are two major types of this coin from 1979, the wide rim or near-date variety and the narrow rim or far-date variety. The wide rim version, minted in Philadelphia, is especially rare and sought after. In pristine, uncirculated condition, some of these wide rim dollars have been known to sell for $500 to $1,500 depending on the grade. This is quite extraordinary, considering that most people might mistake this coin as just another pocket change dollar. Grading plays a huge role in determining the value of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. Coins are graded on a scale from poor 1 all the way up to mint state, 70, and collectors pay significantly higher premiums for coins that show sharp details, brilliant luster, and no signs of wear. A 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar in circulation might only be worth its face value of $1, but a mint state 65 or higher coin, especially one with a wide rim variety, can command hundreds of dollars on the open market. Proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint are even more valuable. Some proof coins, especially those with cameo or deep cameo contrasts, have sold for thousands of dollars. For example, a 1979 S-Type 2 proof dollar in pristine condition has fetched over $2,500 at auction. Another fascinating aspect of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is the presence of mint errors. Error coins have always been a hot topic among collectors, and this series has its fair share of them. Off-center strikes, double dies, and coins struck on the wrong planchets have surfaced and made headlines in the coin collecting world. Imagine finding a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but turns out to be a rare mint error worth thousands. In fact, certain dramatic 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar error coins have sold for over $10,000, proving that these coins are more than just spare change. One of the key reasons this coin is so valuable today is its historical significance. Susan B. Anthony was one of the most important figures in the women's suffrage movement, dedicating her life to fighting for equal rights. By placing her portrait on the dollar, the U.S. Mint not only honored her legacy but also made a bold statement about progress and inclusion. Collectors often value coins that carry deeper meanings and historical symbolism, and the Susan B. Anthony dollar certainly fits into this category. If you're wondering how to identify whether you have a valuable 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, here are a few tips. First, check the rim. If the date appears very close to the rim, you might have the wide rim variety, which is more valuable. Second, look for the mint mark. Coins from Philadelphia will have no mint mark, while those from Denver bear a D, and those from San Francisco bear an S. Proof coins, especially the 1979 S-Type 2 variety, are where the real big money lies. Lastly, examine the coin's condition. Coins with little to no wear and sharp, original details are always worth more. So how much can a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar really be worth? For the most common circulation strikes, the value might only range from $1 to $5. But for the rare varieties, proofs, and error coins, the numbers get exciting. The wide-rim Philadelphia dollar in high mint state can easily bring $500 to $1,500. The 1979 S-Type 2 proof dollar is worth several $100s in lower proof grades but skyrockets to $2,500 or more in top condition. Rare mint errors, depending on severity, have sold for anywhere from $500 to $10,000 or higher. This range of values shows why collectors and investors continue to keep an eye out for the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. It's a coin that may not have been loved in its time of circulation, but it has earned a special place in American numismatic history. Whether you're holding on to one as a keepsake, searching rolls from the bank, or actively hunting for varieties and proofs,